Hello, pile number one. Pile number one, today we are going to make a reading about your future spouse inner child. And the reason why we are going to do that is so that you can, let's say, understand better what they have inside of themselves, like deep down in self. The thing is that I think that we all have this inner child, within. Okay, I took 3 cards, then we will have to take those 3. Let's rearrange them. Let's make a little bit more space. Okay, let's see what else we can take. I want to take one of these. So I think that everyone has this inner child within. So it is just a matter of how much we are letting this inner child breathe or not, So this is what I feel. I feel that we are all preserving it somewhere deep down. Let's see with these cards what we can receive. And I'm going to take also one other card. Okay, let's take this one. Let's take this one. And let's see your cards, pile number 1. So let's see what is hiding inside of your future spouse as a child, inner child. So we have 5 of Swords, we have the Hermit, and we have reversed Queen of Swords. Then we have King of Pentacles, and we have 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. Relax. Synchronicity. And we have Barrier. Okay. Then we have Teaching. And here we have the Shaman. Okay, pile number 1. So let's dive into your reading. With this 5 of Swords, we see that your future husband or wife inner child is very scared. Scared of being hurt. This is a very important part of their inner child. We see that with this 5 of Swords here because it seems like through life they were always maybe meeting wrong people, being on wrong places, doing wrong things, at the wrong time. It's more like, to me, it is more feeling of unlucky events, being hurt. But from the curiosity or from, do you know those kind of situations when people want to do very good thing to someone? Maybe that happened to you, pile number 1. You really wanted to help somebody, but at the end of that story, it happened to be that you actually damaged that person somehow. You didn't want it. Your all intentions were pure and good, and everything you wanted was actually only good. But at the end, something happened that it switched, those things. And at the end, this person actually got hurt by, let's say, your good intentions or consequences of your good intentions. So these are the situations that we cannot logically explain. So we cannot say, this is the action, this is reaction. It's not sometimes logical. We think that we are doing good, but actually we are maybe not doing so good. And this is what I see within this combination of cards with this 5 of Swords here and Relax. Your future spouse has a big fear of making a wrong decisions not to hurt somebody. Your future spouse also has a fear of not being hurt by people around. And this inner child is actually fragile. It is very fragile. It is very sensitive. It is very shy. So whatever the nature of your future spouse is, this person can be very confident on outside. It can be very, seems very strong, very, dun 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 on the place person. However, with this 5 of Swords, we see that the inner child is insecure. With the Hermit here and the Synchronicity, we see that their inner child always pulls in from outside events. So we see that they always feel that they always feel that in any kind of situation that maybe they are not completely, how to say, they are not adequate, okay, to bring the decision, to say something, to involve themselves in anything before they think. So, and it is to avoid this kind of situations. It is like definitely because it is connected with this card, and I feel a strong connection between two of those. So they will always take their time, basically. They will take their time, they will seek out the truth. The Hermit is all about pulling out from outside to inside to seek and to find our own inner truth. And with this synchronicity, they are always watching the signs around them, always watching around them to receive some kind of confirmation or some kind of guidance that they are on the right track, that they need to proceed, so that they would not end up in this kind of way. Your future spouse, inner child, with this Queen of Swords here, I would say that this is connected with this insecurity. The Queen of Swords is somebody who expresses their thoughts very openly. It's a card of talk, I will say to you, I tell you, I will tell you. I express myself, I'm very sharp in my mind and I express my thoughts. It's a thought card. When this card is reversed, we can say that this person is afraid to express their thoughts because their inner child probably experienced something that was not very welcomed. So every time when they fully with freedom, express their own thoughts or feelings, there was some kind of punishment coming after that. And then, with this barrier here, they could not do it. They never could express themselves fully because always there was some kind of barrier that was stopping them, that was either telling them, no, you're not right. So some kind of negative attitude that was pointed towards them. And through time and through basically repetition of the same pattern, your person created this barrier. Actually, they took this barrier onto themselves, and when they need to express themselves, there is this barrier. So and it is because of the fear, and again the fear of being hurt, because this insecurity is there. So they will rather take their time and keep silent than to express, because they have bad experiences. So this is connected with their inner child. Definitely with their inner child, pile number 1. Knight of Pentacles and a 9 of Pentacles. So many pentacles. We see that their inner child is, let's say, very, very enthusiastic and go-getter, but in a very positive sense. Okay, go-getter, but positive go-getter, in the way that I have a goal, I have a dream, I'm going to conquest it, I'm going to have it, I'm gonna go towards it. I'm gonna fulfill my dream. Okay, pentacles are a little bit different than wands. For example, wands are like, passion, targeting, going full, like all of the activity is on them. However, pentacles are slower, they are moving slower, and they're a little bit different in energy. However, the system, the point is the same. They are going towards their goal, just they are taking smaller steps, more safe, secure steps, taking care that everything is going how it needs to go. They are not irrational, they're very rational, very down to earth. This is a earth energy as well here. So with Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, your future spouse, inner child, needs this security. And security, not only emotional security, but I think also financial and physical security. What that means? That means that your person is gonna, they will have to have stable points in their life. That means that family means a lot to them. Okay, with this Knight of Pentacles here and teaching, we can see that they learned this probably through their growing up in the school, from the college or whatever they were educated with, wherever they were going. They learned this system, that basically providing and having material safety gives us also emotional and mental safety, security. And that is how it should be. That is how they learned. So their inner child is striving to have that type of life where they will not be worried with financial and material things, where they will have everything they need. And no, that is not inside of all of the people on this planet Earth. Don't think so. Because there are people who are living in the moment and who are very detached from things, or, they don't need that security. However, your future spouse do need it. So the inner child is oriented towards those kind of goals. They simply, they always tend to make their life more safe and more secure. Because also, if you think about it, if they feel safe and secure in the material realm where they are living, they are also going to feel more protected concerning this part of their inner child. And that is that fear of being hurt, that they're guarding themselves. So this will also give them additional wall around, their bubble, where they can feel protected and where they can feel actually safe. With Nine of Pentacles and the Shaman, I can say to you that they are investing in themselves. The inner child is quite, I will not say spoiled, but they love to please themselves. So they love to do nice things for themselves, which is completely fine and healthy. With this Nine of Pentacles, it is a card where we are really working on gaining something. It can be respect, it can be money, it can be good job, it can be self-love, it can be, building many things, working on ourselves, whatever that will include. So the inner child wants to have some form of luxury. This is what I feel. They want to satisfy their desires. When we are kids and we see some kind of toy and we want that toy, we really want that toy. So this is that feeling. They are keeping that within themselves. When they really want something, they are going to get it, but they're going to work for it. Okay, they don't expect things to fall from the sky into their mouth. That is that. And with Shaman, we can see that they are very skillful. They know what they are doing and they know how to manifest things. So they know how to get things that they want in a very good way. I mean, since we see Shaman here, I would say that they have incredible tactics and skills how to work out their way towards their goal. That is the simplest, the best thing that I can describe to you, pile number one. So we can conclude that your future spouse, inner child, is a little bit insecure and afraid to be hurt, but who isn't? Let's be honest. They're always seeking for the truth and they pull out from the world to think about what they are going to say because they don't like confrontation, they don't like arguing, and they don't like to confront. They don't love to express their thoughts and feelings freely without thinking before, because they had bad experiences because of it. And they are hard workers, somebody who has goals that wants to accomplish, somebody who loves luxury, somebody who loves to please themselves, and somebody who finds this safety, security, this bubble when having this material, basically, wealth. So pile number one, this was your reading. This was a very interesting reading because now we got insight a little bit more deeper into the psyche of your future spouse. I hope that this reading was very useful to you, that it clarified some things that you were asking yourself maybe or wondering about. And I want to say, if you are new to my reading, make sure to subscribe, like, share, or comment if you love my videos, of course. And if you are already there, I want to say a big thank you, guys. I see you and I hear you, and thank you all for the comments. Remember, you can comment whatever you feel like, and never feel like I'm not, approving something that you're saying, because there is no those kind of things, between us. We are here to express and to exchange feelings and informations and ideas and advices, and hopefully it will be beneficial for somebody. So this is it. I wish you all the best, beautiful day or evening, wherever you are, and see you soon with my next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Pile number 2. Today we are going to create a reading about your future spouse inner child. Your future spouse inner child is something that we all have, of course. You also have your inner child, I have my inner child, and it is always inside. So it is something that it is deep down inside, that we usually don't show to others. We are aware of it. So we know that it is there, we feel it, we are aware of it. However, we don't think about it too oftenly. Maybe when things happen, if something triggers us, if we feel that we are really stuck, at some areas of our lives, then maybe we go back to that inner child to ask ourselves, what have we been through that cause that type of thinking, that pattern of behavior, and so on and so on. So because of that, we are now doing this reading to dive a little bit deeper into your future spouse inner child. Okay? So we see 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, reversed Lovers, 6 of Chalices, Queen of Wands, Receive, Flow, Synchronicity, Options, and 3 Arrows, Jealousy. Okay, pile number 2. Let's dive into your reading. So with 9 of Pentacles here, we see that your future spouse inner child is a very patient character. It is somebody who is able to sit and wait so long if they feel and they believe that the end result, it's going to be very favorable for them. So they are not somebody who is pushing things. They are not somebody who is forcing things towards their goal. They simply do what they need to do, and then they wait to receive the prize. Very interesting. It seems like that was working very good when they were a child, and every time when they were good, behaving good, being listening to their parents or their elders, every time when they were really, really, really good, then they experienced this reward. And they received something very beautiful, very, very valuable for them. So that is how they created this pattern of behavior that is their inner child. This could be that they are able to also wait a person, in love, to be patiently waiting somebody. Or this could be that they could patiently waiting the job promotions, so working long on some kind of position that maybe they're not satisfied with, because they know that they're going to transit, they're going to evolve to a better position. So this is that trait that we are seeing here. Now, with this 4 of Cups and Flow, we see that many times they have been disappointed in themselves. I have a feeling like here it's some kind of watcher, somebody who is watching them, so observing them from outside. And they are here sitting disappointed, it seems like they're drinking here. So we are not, of course, looking the cards never literally. So it's not like they're alcoholic or something like that. But the drink and drinking when we are low shows us that there are weaknesses. Some people are prone to weaknesses when their energy comes low. They're not strong enough to resist, resist those kind of things. And these things are mostly of self-destructive nature. So maybe, maybe your future spouse, inner child, in a way is punishing themselves when they fail. This is how I would feel it, with this flow here. It's like when they don't have that flow that they want, that they need, that they imagined, then here it comes this self-punishment, idea. For some of them, this is a general reading, so keep this very open. For some of them, this will be smoking a cigarette. For some of them, this will be taking a glass of wine. For some of them, this is going to be just the pattern of thinking, like negative thinking. Sitting in their room, isolating themselves and thinking negatively. However, this is the way how their inner child is coping, with this failure consequences of the failure. And it could be that in the childhood as well, they were blamed a lot, Somebody, if they did not do how they were told, somebody would, say, no, you were not good, that was not good, too much, to the point that they started feeling like that fear that they are going to disappoint somebody. They don't want to disappoint anyone. It's a big pressure on them. This is their inner child saying, I don't want to disappoint anyone. I just want to please anyone, And when that doesn't happen, then they feel disappointed in themselves. Just like when they were kids, somebody else was disappointed at them. That dynamic, it is happening. With this lovers and synchronicity, so lovers are reverse here, we see that their inner child don't want to be in a typical classical relationship marriage. They need more than that. Lovers are never actually about love. They're more about partnership, more about teamwork, two people working together, doing things together, it's more, to me personally, it's more kind of some kind of friendship or pact deal, between two people than love itself. Two of Cups is a love card, that is for me relationship, marriage card. So when I see this card reversed, I would say that they don't want that typical marriage, like that you are going to make a pact and then you're going to be together and that's it. You will have your responsibilities, they will have their responsibilities, and everyone is going to do their job. They need more than that. So their inner child is really seeking for something out of this world, something deeper, something more connecting, more on some kind of other level. We see this with synchronicity, because this card is a card that pops up when person is really believing in the divine, when they believe in something out of themselves and in miracles as well, because synchronicity is all about the miracles. And I think that this person, your future spouse, really seeks something special, not the marriage, not just let's do the marriage, let's sign the paper, let's respect each other until the rest of our life. I'm going to be a good husband, you're going to be a good wife, or vice versa, and then everything will function. No, no. So the inner child is saying, I don't want that type of typical, maybe their parents had this type of marriage and they said to themselves, I need more excitement, I need more unnatural elements, in this relationship that I'm going to be. With this Six of Chalices here, and with these options, we see that this person is alone, or has been a long time alone. Again, this is a general reading, so take it as it resonates, either or. Either they're alone and they've always been alone. They had many options, but they did not took that options, or they are voluntarily alone. Their inner child wants to take their time. The inner child doesn't want to just be with somebody to be with somebody. And their inner child doesn't want to get involved in any kind of relationship if that relationship isn't that. You see, options, synchronicity. There are many there, but no one is that. No one is that. No one is you, pile number 2. So they are just keeping it solo and they are going solo. They are observing the world, they are seeing who is there, they are watching everything, and they are not recognizing, they are not finding the signs, they are not seeing that synchronicity, and they cannot involve, they cannot connect, okay? Their inner child is somebody who loves to have this freedom. They want to have this inner freedom. They are very free as a person. The inner child is free. And with Queen of Wands here, I can say to you that they are very passionate, and they are very passionate about everything that they are doing. That is why when they go fully. If they go into work, they go full into work. If they go into love, they go full into love. And this is why we see this Three of Arrows right under this passionate, extremely fiery energetic card. We see this heartbreaking element right under. Why? Because when we are like that, when we are so passionate, when we involve ourselves fully into something, I know that you have been there, pile number 2, have you? I know that you have. I think that we all did. And when we put all of us into something, not even keeping one little piece for ourselves, then what happens is that it's basically like going on the highway. We are going a very, very, very big speed. Imagine 140, 150. We are going with the car on the highway. Just little rock is enough to punch our, glass, our window, for us to distract, to have an accident and to die, literally die, because on that highway, with this speed, with those cars going the same speed, we cannot preserve, we cannot brake, we cannot go down. It is extremely dangerous. And when we are doing those kind of things, it is basically very similar to being on that highway. We are out of control. We think that we have control, but we don't, because the speed is too much, it is too high, it is too fast. And then what happens, that little rock is enough. What I mean by that is that just a little thing is enough for that person, that other person, to do and to smash, literally smash our heart into pieces. That is how fragile we are when we are in this kind of statement. This person has this tendency to do this. They are like that. And what I mean by that is that when they are going to love, they are going to love fully, pile number 2. There is no boundaries. It's going to be to the moon and back. And this is why I'm not talking about only love relationship. I'm talking about all relationships. I'm talking about when this person gives, they gives all. And that is why they experienced many betrayals. Many times their heart has been crushed by somebody who did not recognize what they were actually offering, what they were actually giving, what they were actually feeling, and what they put on the plate. And they put all of them. So their inner child is naive, and they are full of passion and energy, and they don't learn that they should not do that. It's like they are repeating the cycle because that is their nature. They don't know how to do things different, which shows me that this person has a very pure heart at the same time. This Three of Arrows here has a jealousy beside, which means that to me, it seems like what has been maybe happening to a person is that people in general, people in their life, betray them by, replacing them with other person. Or, when you make a deal with somebody and you are working on a project, and then that same person starts working on a project with another person and you just hang out, those kind of things. It seems to me like they were betrayed many times because of that nature. But that is their nature, pile number 2, and they cannot change it. So to conclude, your person is a very patient person. They have that inner child, but they blame themselves when they make mistakes. They don't want to have some kind of shallow, classical deal marriage. They want to have something deep and out of this world. They're listening to the signs and they are open to the divine. With this 6 of chalices here, they love to spoil themselves. They love to do things for themselves because they are free soul. They want to be free. No matter the options, they are not going to jump into something just to do it, because they are a person who either gives all or nothing. Pile number 2. This was your reading. I hope that it was useful. I hope that you enjoyed it. And we dive now deeper into the psyche of your future spouse. If you are new to my channel and if you love these videos that I'm working on and providing to you, make sure to subscribe, like, share, or comment. We love comments because they are a beautiful way of expression. Even if you find yourself in conflict with somebody in the comments, and by that I mean you don't have the same opinion, it is very important to still stay open for learning and to understand that we are all different, that we all have different opinions, different views, and that we are shaped not by us choosing how we are going to be shaped, but by the happenings and life that we were leading until this point. For everyone there who are there following me, I want to say big thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. I appreciate every comment, every like, every subscribe there. And I love to have you around. I wish you all the best from my heart and have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Hope to see you with my next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Pile number 3, today we are going to make a reading about your future spouse inner child. So let's see what divine is going to tell us today. We are going to ask about their inner child because we want to enter deeper into their psyche. We want to see how they feel inside, what is coming from that inner child. We all have it. We all feel our inner child, just sometimes we are not acting upon it. But I think that in all of our lives, there were some triggering situations, good or bad, that activated that inner child and we recognized it. I think that majority of us are actually aware of our inner child. And I think that that is a very, very important aspect of our personalities, and our emotional statement. So I would love to see what is going on inside of your future spouse inner child and what is coming from there. So let's see your cards, pile number 3. We have the Hermit, 5 of Swords, interesting. 4 of Wands, no, 6 of Wands reversed, Queen of Chalices, 2 of Chalices. Receive, interesting. Synchronicity, very similar cards like in pile number 1. Maybe somebody would want to also add pile number 1 to this reading. Bodywork, inspire, bodywork, and then we have the Shaman. Incredible. Very similar cards. Let's jump into your reading, pile number 3. So with this Hermit here, we see that your future spouse inner child is somebody who is quite shy. So their true nature, the inner child nature, is shy. They are introvert. They are pulled away from outside world into inside world. There is the entire inside world within them that they have. And this is their place where they go when they want to receive peace, stability, some kind of feeling of security, and so on. With the Hermit, we see that their inner child is always seeking for the right way, the truth, the right way of being, right way of acting, right way of behaving, the right way of thinking, and so on and so on and so on. That shows us that your person is quite conscious person who has consciousness. In the way that they believe that, how to express that they want to be a better person, okay? They want to be better, they want to act better, so they are always thinking about how to do things not to hurt somebody, not to hurt themselves, and so on and so on. And we see that even more with this Five of Swords here, where we are opening the part of your person that is vulnerable. So they are very sensitive, and probably quite emotionally, sensitive person. The inner child is sensitive, let's say it so. They will not maybe show it, and you will not maybe even know it until you really, really know them deeper and better. But the inner child inside, they really are. It's not hard to hurt them. Mostly with this card and the synchronicity here, I see some kind of the course of unfortunate events. Something happened to them through their life that somehow, whatever they were doing, they got hurt at the end. Was it a curiosity? Was it exploration? Was it something that, they were not sure should they do or not, and then decided to do it, and then they got hurt? Whatever this scenario is, they had a long past of being hurt, okay? And it is like being hurt because they, in a way, brought themselves into that situation. So it's not like somebody else hurt them, they basically provoked that by themselves. So they brought themselves to the position, to the situation, to the person, and, allow the situation, the person, or the activity to hurt them. In a way, they hurt themselves, okay? So with these two cards here and these two cards here, I can tell you that your future spouse inner child is quite fragile. They are always alerted not to bring themselves into this, they are very careful not to be hurt again, and whenever they feel or sense that something like that could happen, they pull out, from the outer worlds into the inner shell, like literally like a crab, they go inside of the shell, because there they have that peace, they have that stability, they have the zone where they can think, they can come to the best conclusion, to best course of action, and so on and so on. Now, with this Six of Wands reversed and Inspire here, their inner child still did not accomplish the dream. So the inner child has some kind of dream that wants to accomplish. Inner child wants to do something. It wants to reach to some kind of ideas, some kind of, that could be connected with music, because we have this music and inspire. It could be connected with anything that is inspiring other people. It could be music, it could be frequencies, it could be talking, it could be, for example, like those motivators. It could be somebody who is preaching something, It could be somebody who is singing, and with the music it is healing other people, and so on and so on. This is a general reading, and the options are endless. But however, their dream is to inspire others, okay? To inspire, to produce something, to do something that will basically inspire other people around them. And with this Six of Wands reversed, we see that they did not really reach to that point. If they went into this direction, they didn't have big results, big accomplishments, big victories on that field, okay? So the inner child is, in a way, I would say, dreaming, like still dreaming. Inner child is still dreaming about this dream. It is there, it is, no matter the failures on the way, that dream is still there. Now, with Queen of Chalices and body work, we see that your person, your future spouse, is, like I said here, very sensitive. Yes, they have incredible emotional intelligence. They are deep. And by deep, I mean ooh la la deep. They have like layers, like an onion. Many, 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 many layers of their depth, okay? Emotional depth. So they are somebody who understands emotions very, very well. And because of that, they are feeling everyone and everything. They are very open. They're open book, okay? With Queen of Chalices, they're very warm. They're very generous. They're very, on first they open up to you in the way that they welcome you. They want to become a friend with you. They are very generous in nature. So this is their nature, very warm, very emotionally welcoming, but also, how much they give, that is how much they ask in return, okay? So with this body work here, I see that the way how the inner child is, maybe, on the negative note, it can be a little bit needy. It needs a dose of love. It needs the dose of touch. It needs a dose of cuddling maybe, or, that intimacy that is very important to that their inner child. They need to receive that dose. So I think that since this world is quite different in energy right now, at this moment, and people are quite reserved, they are not just that generous. They are not giving their energy, their time, that generously, like your person. So I have a feeling like when they feel a lack of it, they are focusing their energy on their body. So this person could be practicing, exercising, running, doing many, many things with their body to basically distract themselves from this thinking, from this feeling, not thinking, feeling, okay? So when they are doing some kind of physical work, physical thing, physical occupation, then they are not feeling so much. And I think that their inner child is all the time constantly in a search for any kind of love exchange. And it can be, I'm not talking about love relationship, like they are, changing partners. No, I'm talking about love on every step, like kindness, like being kind towards other people and other people being kind towards us. That exchange of positivity and positive energy. It can be a family, it can be among friends. So we can experience this type of exchange absolutely everywhere. Okay, part number 3. With this 2 of chalices here and with this shaman here, this is where we come to this. So this person definitely wants to find its soulmate. This is a soulmate card for me, and this is somebody who is ready, who is capable to reciprocate this energy. We see that already their inner child is bursting with love and energy, and they want to give, so that they could also receive. They want that full, beautiful, healthy cycle of emotions. And with this 2 of chalices, we see that this is what they are seeking. Okay, they seek a beautiful soulmate connection that is going to be fulfilling for both sides. Somebody with whom they can share their feelings and somebody who will share their feelings with them. This is a very, very specific person. I have a feeling like when you're going to meet them, you're going to instantly feel like they are understanding you without you even talking. And that's interesting part, because emotions are actually frequencies. And those frequencies, we can actually feel around the people. You know exactly when somebody is not in the good mood. They pretend that they are. You will feel it. You will feel it. You will feel some kind of barrier, some kind of blockage, something. And when somebody is happy, you will feel how their energy fills up the entire room. So this person is an emotional, it could even be, I could dare to say, it could be some kind of water sign, because they are so full of those streams of emotions that it is incredible. And because of that possibility, they can and they want and they are seeking for soulmate. They're not seeking for the relationship. It's not interesting to them. With the shaman here, we see that they are open to other things as well. So they are open to techniques of manifestation. They are reading about it. They are listening about it. they are educating themselves how to attract this person, how to find this person. So your person is quite open to those things, just like you are, pile number 3. It's like almost mirroring, because with this soul card, we also have this mirroring always included. Many people ask me, but this reading is like I'm reading it for myself. Yes, exactly. Because when we find the right person, this person is going to be our mirror. It is going to be somebody who went through very similar things through their life like we went, and who learn very similar things and lessons like we learned through our lives. So this is not uncommon. This is actually very, very, very often example, pile number 3. And this person is going to very, very well feel and understand from where you are coming from. And their inner child is very open for love. This is the center of their life. And if this is functioning, if they find this person that they are looking for, they are on the top of the world, because that is beside this dream to inspire, that is going to be accelerated with this beautiful union. There is nothing more that it is important to them, more than that, because for them, the most important is that their emotions are being set. So pile number 3, your person is very interesting. We see that they have this fragile, sensitive side of them. So you will have to be very careful how you are managing with them. They will not respond well to the harsh words, to being, like a little bit more harsh with them. That will not function. This person is very gentle in nature, very warm, and they are going to very well receive the message, even if you don't, go a little bit too much. Even when you are angry or something like that, okay? Point number 3, this was your reading, and we now a little bit scratch under the surface to see the psyche of your person and their inner child. I think that it is very useful information, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, or comment. This is how you show me that you support my channel, that you love my videos, and that you want me to do more of them. Simple. And if you're already there, I want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much. I see the channel is growing despite everything. I know that I was a little bit absent because of my long virosis, but now I feel much, much better. I'm good. And you see that I'm coming slowly back into the route. I'm happy to have you here. I'm very grateful for all of you, and I want to say big, big, big thank you for everything that you are doing. I wish you all the best, beautiful evening or day, wherever you are. See you soon, hopefully, with my new reading. Bye.